Welcome back to the channel. So here's a little versus video of two of my favorite watches currently. The Janot Silent Service, which represents great value in the micro brand side of things. I think as a micro brand, this is a very difficult watch to beat for the price point. And then we have the Omega Seamaster Planet Ocean. This one's the 43.5 millimeter, which is the man size, and it actually wears very, very well. It doesn't wear too big. And the Janot is a 41 millimeter. So both of these watches have just exceptional polishing and brushing, and just all the finishing on these two timepieces are amazing. You can see this. It's just done so well by both brands. And you got to remember, the Janot is, look at that brushing. The Janot is a micro brand, and you've got only two people over there at Janot making these watches. Polishing, brushing the cases, I mean, doing all this work themselves. So, and Omega's got, you know, kind of an army of people, but you can kind of see where you get a lot of value out of this Janot. So, you have a high polished ceramic dial on the Omega with hand applied markers, amazing loom, sword hands, broad arrow sword hands, just awesome. Instantaneous date change. You do have it's a jumping hour hand, so that's how you change the date. So if you're traveling or anything, you can go to a different time zone real easy. I actually like the way that works over having a GMT hand, because once you're in the other time zone, just change the time and you're good to go. I mean, you don't really need to keep track of the other time unless you have business over there or something, but yeah, that's neither here nor there, but that's how I would operate it. And the Janot is running the 2824 basic three-hand movement. Actually, it's a Sellita SW200 basic three-hander, and it's got a matte dial. Matte dial with applied markers. I don't know if these are hand applied. I believe they probably are. Very nice polishing on those applied markers and hands. I mean, there's really no fault anywhere that I can see. I mean, it's done very well. You have on the crystal, both sapphire crystals. This one, I believe, has AR coating on the bottom. I'm not sure if it does on the top. The Omega has on the top and the bottom. And the Omega is running their in-house caliber. This one's the 8900. 60-hour power reserve. The Janot is like a 38-hour power reserve. Loomed sapphire capped bezel on the Janot. Omega, not loomed, but it is ceramic. It's like liquid metal. And just very, it's got a shiny appearance at times, and other times it looks kind of flat, and I like that. I don't like it to look too shiny. I know the new Submariners are very, very shiny, but yeah, it's not very shiny like some other brands use their ceramic. Male in links on the bracelet on the Janot, female on the Omega. Female in links really help just drape over the wrist. They're both 48 mil tip to tip. The only difference is really going to be the thickness, and then also the side to side, which is 41 mil and 43. You have similar bracelets when it comes to adjustment. This is kind of like the Rolex, which is going to give you that glide lock, This Omega actually has the same style type of thing. It's almost like, I don't know what they call theirs, but it's like a glide lock as well. You just push a button on the inside and it comes out quite a bit. So you got a lot of adjustment there. Helium escape valve, which is just a trademark of Omega nowadays. I mean, they've had that ever since since 1993 on their Seamaster. So, you know, some people don't like it. I don't really care. It's Omega. That's what they do. It doesn't bother me at all. What does bother me is on the Seamasters, it looks like an upside down cupcake, but on this one, it's right. It's the way it should be. It's just it looks like a regular crown. So this one here doesn't have that. It is a 300-meter water resistant watch though, and they do test it. And the Omega is 600-meter, so 2,000 feet and 1,000 feet. Both, I mean, are going to do just fine. Desk diving, if you really do dive, they will still do just fine. You're not going to need to go any deeper than that. Let's put them on my 7.5-inch wrist, and we will check out the bezel operation. The Omega, here is your 120 click bezel. Very, very good. Very, very nice bezel action. And of course it all lines up. There's some more of your brushing, finishing, polishing on the case. I love the size crown on this thing. It's a nice size crown. Very nice. There's your movement, 8,900. Beating away at 25,200 vibrations per hour. Screw-in links. Just a beautiful watch. Here is the Jeanneau. Let me wipe this off so you can see the case. Got some smudges on there. Here's the 120 click bezel, which is incredible. I actually kind of like it better than the Omega, to be honest. Very, very nice. Let's hear that again. And the grip on the bezel, I really like as well. It's very grippy. I've got a lot of smudges. A little better. There's the case back. Just a well-made watch. Like I said, can't go wrong with the Jeanneau at all. And a lot heavier on the Omega. I don't have a scale, but it's much heftier than the Jeanneau. Jeanneau is a very easy watch to wear, but the Omega is not hard to wear at all. The Omega is coming in at 16 millimeters in thickness, but if you look at the mid case, it's not real thick. So it's not like wearing a Tudor Black Bay where it's just all, you know, the side of the case, you know what I mean? So that's why it wears so good. The measurements are definitely deceiving on this model. And the Jeanneau Silent Service, I think, is like 12.5 millimeters thick, something like that, somewhere in that range. But very, very nice watch. Love them both. Really love them both. Let me do a lume shot. Jeanneau's got great lume. Omega's very good as well. Both great though. Thanks for watching. Have a happy Easter. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.